Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Connor. And today I'm going to be talking to all of the buyers out there who are looking to buy a home, and it's getting a little bit difficult and it's getting a little crazy, to be honest, because of all the competition. You're getting into multiple offer scenarios, and how do you even buy a home these days? It's getting tough. That's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to give you my top 3 tips for winning in a bidding war today. Let's get into it. So tip number 1 is going to be the escalation clause and what I call right now the BLUFF. So the escalation clause is basically a clause that you can put in your contract, and make sure you've talked with a professional about this. But it's a clause that you can put in your contract that says, hey, listen, I'm going to put in this offer of, let's say, $300,000. But if someone comes in above my offer of $300,000, I'll go ahead and raise my offer to, let's say, $1,000 above their offer. And I'll do that up to, let's say, $310,000. So if I put in an offer for $300,000 and you put in an offer for $305,000, guess what my offer just became? $306,000. So that's one way where you can try to beat out other offers up to your ceiling point. Now, obviously, if you're putting that in, you're no longer really in a negotiating spot. So you're really just trying to win the home. So as far as getting a good deal, it's not really going to help you do that, but it is going to help you win the home and show the seller that you're committed and you are excited about buying it up to that point at which you're going to have to bow out. Now, the second part of that was the BLUFF. And the part of the BLUFF is that basically you are competing for the option to buy the home. Now, I'm talking more specifically right now in Florida. In Florida, the buyer can back out of the deal. So what a lot of people are doing right now, unfortunately, is they're overbidding on properties just so that they can win the contract. And they know it's not going to appraise out. They know it's going to, let's say, they have their contract at $310 and it's only going to appraise at $300. But at that point, now it's just them and the seller, and they're going to work out a deal. And whether that's the seller coming down to $300,000 or the seller coming down to $305,000, and the buyer have to bring an extra $5,000 to the table in cash, they just want to get to that point and they want to win the deal. So it's really not the most honest thing. It's not how I like to approach things, but it is how people are doing it right now. So it's good to know. Number 2 is going to be a cover letter and a friendly agent. So what I mean by this is, A, try to stand out from the other buyers and show them why you're buying a house and what it's going to mean to you, so that if I offer $305,000 and you offer $305,000, but you're buying it with your family and this is the perfect house for your kids, and it's just me and I just write an offer and they don't even know who I am, because you're a little bit more relatable to them or personable, you might be the one that they choose versus me. If we both have a conventional offer and we're both around the same, what's really the difference? And then for the friendly agent part, it does make a big difference of who your buyer's agent is, because they need to build that rapport with the listing agent and see, are there any terms that the sellers want? How quickly do they want to close? Do they want a short close? Do they want a long close? Do they want a rent back period? Would that be beneficial to them? How long do they expect for an inspection period? What kind of money down would they like? All of these things are ways for you to position your offer to be more appealing, more attractive to the seller, and then for your agent to build rapport with that listing agent so that they know, hey, I can work with Connor and I know that he's going to be someone who's going to get this deal done. And maybe I'm a little bit more comfortable than working with one of these other agents who just sent over the contract and couldn't even bother to answer their phone. So a friendly agent does make a difference. Number 3 is a little bit of a cop-out. It's off-market properties. So the reason I say this is that when possible, it's best to not even be in the bidding war from the start. So if you're looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, would you rather be bidding on a 3-bed, 2-bath that's on the market where there are 4 buyers, or would you rather be bidding one off the market where there's 0 buyers because no one else knows about it but you? And if it sounds too good to be true, it's not. It really is possible. It is a little bit harder, but your agent's going to have to do more work on the off-market side to call around to people, to door knock, to send out mailers, and try to find those off-market properties where you have someone who'd be interested in selling, but they just don't have it on the market yet. And that is one great way for you guys to find a property that you really want without all the competition of today. So there you go, guys. Those are my top 3 tips. Number 1 is going to be the escalation clause. and the BLUFF. Number 2 is going to be the cover letter and having a friendly agent. And then number 3 is going to be leveraging off-market properties to go ahead and find something where you're going to have zero competition. You're going to be able to get a much better deal. So if you have any questions about those 3 or anything in general in terms of the buying process, go ahead and drop a comment below and I'll be sure to answer it. If you have something you'd rather not mention in the comments, just feel free to message me. But that's it for me today, guys. So until next time, this is Conor Green. Have a great day.